Hey everyone, and welcome back to Zero Escape 999. Wow, saying the same word 3 times in a row has apparently got me so tongue-tied I can't even say half the words I was saying at the start anymore. Last time we entered the cargo room, the second escape room beyond door number 6, I believe we went through. Yeah, 6. And we made our way about halfway through the puzzles in this room, but we're coming up on my least favorite puzzle in the entire game. So, who's ready for torture? We're not coming up on the toughest puzzle quite yet. We have one more puzzle before we get to that, but let's get started. So last time we did a puzzle where we had to add up pins to light up all 9 possible numbers and find different combinations of 3 numbers to make every single digital route. Today, so we've got 9 holes, and there's an F up above them. I don't know what the F means, but I do know one thing. What's that? This time, there are 9 holes, so we need to insert 9 pins. Man, that's boring. Well, why don't you just try it, alright? So, the trick here is known as hexadecimal. It comes up in some rooms, but not all of them. Hexadecimal is a numbering system which doesn't just use the digits 0 to 9, like the decimal system that at least English, and I think a good chunk of the world uses. I think most of the world does use decimal, base 10. Hexadecimal is useful for computers though, because computers are binary zeros and ones, and hexadecimal can kind of be a set of 4 binary digits of zeros and ones. So sets of 4, you can count up to 16 with those. Hexadecimal adds in another 6 digits, basically, going from 0 to 9 and then A to F, where A is decimal 10 and F is decimal 15. So F would be 15, and then 1 0 in hexadecimal would be 16 in our regular counting system, is kind of the idea of how it goes. It just adds in letters A through F, so you have a few more digits to work with, and it works nice with computers. We are trying to make a magic square here, where every row, column, and diagonal adds up to 15. Your clues are the F for the 15, and the lines between all of the holes. There are lines on the rows, the columns, and the diagonals. So let's get started. Let's see. It's not my least favorite puzzle in the game, but it is definitely a hard one. I've never done too much with magic squares, so I don't really know the general tricks and strategies for how to solve them. But I do have an idea. We need to add up to 15. And almost every single, the vast majority of the combinations are going to involve the center column, or the center square. So I put a 5 there, and then the diagonals and the corresponding rows and columns, the middle column and the middle row, have 10 on each. That'll add up to 15 everywhere except for the outer square, the top and bottom row and the left and right column. So this already feels like a good start. If I can just add up 10. So I would want to do 4 and 6 on opposites, 1 and 9 on opposites, and so on like that. The next trick is to figure out, okay, what do I want to put in the left, top, bottom, and right so that those sides add up to 15 as well. Let's just try, there's a good amount of symmetry here. If we put 1 in a diagonal, that's the same as putting 1 in any of the diagonals. So there's really only 2 choices for where to put 1. And if I put 1 in the left side, that's the same as putting it in the top or the right or the bottom. All you have to do is rotate the square. It's perfectly symmetric, so there's only 2 choices for where I can put the 1. So I guess we can start by putting it in a side and see what happens from there. Actually, I am a little uncomfortable with this because that puts a 9, a very high in the middle of a side and a very low in the middle of a side. So actually, we're going to start with putting 1 and 9 in a diagonal. So we got 15 on that first diagonal. Then, let's see. I have two choices for where to put 2 and 8. I can put it in a side or I can put it in the other diagonal. I'll put it in the other diagonal for now, and we'll just kind of see what happens. Now then, 1 and 8 makes 9. We would want 6 in the middle of those, and that would make 15. 2 and 9 makes 11. That won't work. Okay. 2 and 9 makes 11. Wait, what am I doing? 1 and 8 makes 9 plus 6 is 15. 2 and 9 is 11, and the opposite would be 3, which would make 14. So yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Let's try putting 6. We can't put 6 there, though. 1 and 2 makes 3, plus 6 is 9. So that's not gonna work. Let's try putting 1 in a side, and then 9 in a side. And then we'll do the same with 2 and 8. Now, if I put, let's see. If I were to do, no, it's easier to think if I'm putting them in the diagonals first. So we'll do 3 and 6 in a diagonal and 4 and 7 in the other diagonal. No, wait. Yes. No, hold on. I have screwed up. Okay. I see what I did wrong. I was switching in my head between adding to 9 and adding to 10 because digital roots want you to add to 9 so frequently. That's where I was making my mistake. So, let's see. Let's try this again. Diagonal, 1 and 9. No, we already did that. It was when we switch over to 3 and 7 in a diagonal, and then 4 and 6 in the other. If I were to put 3 and 4 makes 7, plus 8 and 2. 2 and 6 makes 13, plus 2 is 5. Okay. This works. Except no, it doesn't, because 3 and 6 is 9, plus 1 is 10, or plus 9 is 18. I'm on the right track. I know I have to be on the right track. This is a good idea that I have going on. I just need to figure out what the trick is. There is a trick somewhere. Like, there's one more trick that I'm missing. Let's do 1 and 9 in a diagonal. And then we'll just see what combinations work from there. If we were to do... Let's try... If I were to put 2 and 8 in the other diagonal, I can put 2 in the top right or 2 in the bottom left. And that would be functionally equivalent because they'd still be the 2's adjacent to the 1 and the 9, and the 8's adjacent to the 1 and the 9. Just to, like, demonstrate that. 2 and 8. So the 2 is on the same row as the 1 here, or the 2 is in the same column. And again, rows and columns are basically equivalent, so that's symmetrical. So it doesn't matter how I do that. So I can say, does 2 and 8 work at all? Can I do a combination with 2 and 8s? Or do I need to use a different pair for the other diagonal? And I can just go through all 3 pairs, and that can rule out whether 1 and 9 goes in a diagonal or a side. So let's see. If I were to do 1 and 2 is 3, I would need to add 12. So that definitely won't work. We can't do 1 and 2 both on the diagonals. 2, if anything, would have to go here. So I guess we can try that. Because if 2 is here, then that's 3. We need 12 more. That's not possible. So 2 can't be in the same row, and it also can't be in the same column or the same diagonal for the same reason. So 2 would the only place 2 could go if 1 was in a diagonal is there. That's the only place it can go. 1 and 8 is 9. Plus 6, that only allows 6, which then only allows 4 to go there. 1 and 4 would make 5, it would need 10 more, so not possible. So That rules out 1 and 9 on a diagonal, so we can put it in any row or column and know that that is absolutely correct. Then let's see. Now that we know that, and we know 2 cannot be in the same row or column or diagonal as 1, that leaves 4 spots for 2 to be in. So I guess the next thing is, if I were to put 2 in a diagonal, it can't be in the left 2, so it must be in the one on the right 2, and that whichever one it's in is exactly the same. So it literally does not matter. It's completely, again, symmetry. I love symmetry. It's so useful. So basically, there's only one option for 2. If 1 is in a column or a row, and 2 is in a diagonal. Now then, 1 and 8 makes 9, plus 6, that would make 6 go there, and that would put 4 there. 2, 4 is 6, plus 9 is 15. Good. This is going very well. 2 and 6 is 8, plus 7 is, oh, here we go. Got it. There we go, all pins inserted, all lights lit. Putting 5 in the middle was the right strategy? It was just a matter of guess and check, really, to see what combinations work together. We did it. The power's on now. It looks like there's electricity going to the monitor on top now. Alright, let's see if we can activate the device on the top. Okay, let's see what's going on up there. A green button, a red button, and a lever. I wonder what these do. I think this might help. What the hell is this? Where did he find this? What is that? Where'd you find it? I found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. It looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that. That? Yeah, that. What is that? Please stop playing the pronoun game. What's he pointing? Oh, that machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Are you serious? Whatever, so what are we supposed to do with a Pushmaster 5000? You see the coffin over on top of the crates? Yeah? Don't you want to know what the deal is with it? I do. You want to check it out? Yeah? Why are you teasing me? Alright, how do you think we're gonna get there? Well, there was some crates on the right side of the fence that someone had piled up, like stairs. Maybe if we make a path from the coffin to the coffin from there. How would we do that? Line up the crates, I guess. Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess this is just another one of Zero's puzzles. Yeah. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery. So to keep it from using up its energy too fast, it's been programmed so that it'll only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, let's read up on the file. What do we got about the Pushmaster 5000? What a name. You can move in 4 directions, you cannot move diagonally. If the Pushmaster 5000's move count exceeds battery life, it will be reset. Cannot lift heavy objects. Reset is the top button, re-input command. Return is the middle button, quit command. And lever is start command. Got it. Okay, I think I understand. The monitor shows a top-down view of the area where we can move the machine. Once I want to send my orders to the Pushmaster 5000, I just pull the lever. Then let's do it. Alright, let's give this a try. Sure thing. Just keep in mind that there's a limit on the battery, alright? Battery dies after 50 moves. At least that's what it says in the manual. 50 moves, huh? Also, keep in mind that the Pushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates. Okay? Got it. Alright, instructions. When a square adjacent to the Pushmaster 5000 is touched, the Pushmaster 5000 will move to that square. If there's a crate in the way, the Pushmaster 5000 will push up to a single crate. Move the crates appropriately and efficiently and fill the yellow areas. Okay, so we need to figure out how to move all 4 crates into those yellow spots on the right in 50 moves. We cannot move the gray metal crates, we can only move the brown crates. So let's see. Let's think about this logically. If we were to move the bottom left crate, we can't move it down because then it'd be up against the metal crate on its left and we would not be able to move it anymore. We also can't get below it to move it up. So don't move that down. We could move it right and then go around, push the bottom right crate down. Oh, but then we're trapped and we can't move the other crates out of the way. If we move the top right crate up to get out, the top right crate will be stuck. If we move it left, we're not really getting out of there. We're just making a bigger mess. So probably don't want to touch the bottom crates for now. Probably want to touch the top crates. Can't move that top left crate up. That would be a disaster. Now that we've moved that, that does create a bit of a path for us to move around. We could go up and around, push the top right crate down, move around, push the bottom right crate right. I'm gonna try that. We can always restart this if we need to. Okay, we've used 13 moves already, and I'm not a fan of that. Let's see. So we can move the bottom left crate up to make a path out. I think I've got an idea. Shit, I should not have moved left. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that was a good idea to move left. Because now we have 11 moves to get the last crate in place. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4 to push it up 1, 5, 6, 7 to push it right, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, fuck. Oh god, no way, I can't push it left from there. Okay, yep, I messed up. But I think that was a good start. Nope, no. What am I doing here? I want to push. Right? And then I would like to push that one down. I would like to push it down into the bottom right spot. What's the most efficient way I could do that? I'll probably have to... Part of the trick here is the amount of moves we have is so limited. It includes like us moving around the boxes. I would like to move that up if I can. So let's see. If I were to move the left box up, top box right, right box down, then I can move right and push the other one down. Then I have to go up and back around, and that could be a lot of moves. I mean, it's worth trying. Let's at least see what happens. Okay, we want to move... We have 16... Oh my god, I did it again! It's the exact same issue! Okay, so here's an issue. We need to fill in that second spot from the top. We cannot push a box from the left. We have to push a box from... We can't push it from up because that would mean we'd have to be where the coffin is. We would have to push it from below. So we need a box in that third from the top or second from the bottom spot. Get below it and push up. Like that. Now that spot is filled. Okay, here we go. Now we have 17 moves to move the last box into place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get above it. 6, 7, 8, 9 pushes it right 1. 10. We've got this. Okay, that was not too bad. The trick was figuring out how to fill in that second spot, but That is my least favorite puzzle in the game. I hate that puzzle. I don't know why I hate it so much. It's just, that's hard for me to think about for some reason. Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See, it's moving already. Let's go Pushmaster. Awesome, the Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to and lined up all the crates. Great, now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence. So let's go do exactly that. And Coffin, what do you got for us? They walked slowly past the row of crates until they came to the coffin. They stopped and nodded to one another, and Junpei put his hand on the lid of the coffin. Mummy! Just kidding. You dick. He smirked heartily at his own joke. Junpei grumbled and shook his head. Whatever, just open it. Junpei resisted the urge to remind Santa they needed to have had it open a long time ago if Santa hadn't interrupted, and quickly threw up the lid of the coffin. They peered inside. Oh, I don't like that. Contrary to what they'd expected, the inside of the coffin was quite large. It was mostly empty, but not completely so. Laying on the bottom was a rusty key, and next to the key... It's a gun! Yeah, a revolver. It looks pretty old. I wonder if this is a replica? I sure hope it's not a real gun. Junpei reached down slowly and cautiously picked up the revolver. In his hand, it felt heavy. He checked the cylinder. There were 6 bullets. He'd never seen a real gun or even a real bullet before. He couldn't tell if these were real or not. The barrel was rifled and nothing seemed to be blocking it. Oh, bad. As Ace had said, the gun was a very old one. However, it appeared to have been well maintained. If it was a real gun, Junpei thought it would most likely function perfectly. If it was real. Holding the gun made Junpei felt unpleasant. Carefully, he placed it back in the coffin. You're not gonna take it? Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Maybe Zero put this gun here hoping that something like this might happen? In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other. In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me. The others nodded. They had no desire to be under Zero's control either. Okay, we've got that figured out, but you aren't gonna leave the key in there, are you? No, of course not. Yeah, of course I'm not. Junpei picked up the rusty key and slid the top of the coffin back into place, the gun back where they had found it. Okay, and I believe that key is gonna get us out of here. Awesome. And with that, next time on Zero Escape 999. Once we're done reading the dialogue, of course, we're gonna get the heck out of here. Let's just put this key in here, and yes, sounds like that did it. Yay! Looks like it's open, Junpei. I see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go! And I will see everyone next time as we see what lies beyond the cargo room. Yes, it's opening.